was thinking about this the other day, and society says that hitting on women is lame. And we see this in popular culture, like the Gillette commercial where they about toxic masculinity, where like the black guy holds the white guy back from like going to try to talk to the girl that just passed by that he thought was hot or whatever. And society will tell you that hitting on women is lame because, oh, you're not supposed to be too aggressive. You're not supposed to show your sexual desire to women. Don't be an asshole, you know. And that's complete bullshit. But there is a real reason why hitting on women is lame, and I'm actually going to share that. And the reason why it's important, the reason why I'm doing a video on this is because there's guys out there who are out there, you know, struggling with meeting women that are putting their egos on the line. They're facing rejection. They're putting the hard work in, and yet, you know, they're not getting results. Okay, I've been there. I know what that feels like. And I struggled with this particular problem for a while because the thing is that in our minds, we are the pursuers. We are the aggressors. We are the ones that are supposed to demonstrate initial interest. We come to you, you know, you as the women. We initiate the conversation. We show that we have balls enough to come step to you or whatever. And from there, you as the woman do the screening out and, you know, the choosing, right? You're going to pick the best man that you have access to, etc. And so we know that we're the ones that are supposed to come to you. And we know that we're supposed to be tough, right? Society conditions us, you know, all the way back to when we were little boys to be tough, right? Whether it's the dad telling the son not to cry, which, you know, I wouldn't agree with that or whatever. But that's what's in the fabric of our popular culture is like we condition our little boys to be tough. Go back to Spartan history. They put the kids through the rituals, you know, where they fight each other and stuff. And we condition our little boys to be tough. I know I do. Like anytime my son falls down and he gets hurt, you know, I'll start squeezing his arms. I'll be like, show me your muscles, you know, I'll make him growl like a tiger and stuff and like basically tough out the pain. And it works. He responds to it, right? So we condition our boys to be tough. So in our minds, if we're the aggressors, we're the pursuers, and we're supposed to be tough, it sort of like hits us where, so our initial reaction to this is like, oh, I need to go make it really clear, like really clear in sort of this very direct way that I'm interested in this girl because it's going to show that I have balls. Okay. And this is the misconception. So it is true that a woman can sense that, you know, that you had, you know, some courage to come up to her, right? Because not every guy will do that. You know, you might be, if you go hit on a woman with some like cheesy pickup line or like, you know, you come up and you kind of get a little too close up in her space and you're looking her up and down, you're like, damn girl, like whatever, right? Like she's going to know that you have more balls than the average guy because you might be the only guy that did that day that came up to talk to her. So she's going to know that. But what it's also going to signal is that you're not as socially aware. And it's going to also signal something, and this is sort of the key point of the video, which I'm trying to get at, is that it is a very minute sub-communication that you are looking for validation. Let me explain. Well, first of all, let's say this. You never want to, you know, give a girl the idea that you are looking for validation. That's, women say confidence is sexy, right? It's all about confidence. It's all about the character of the man. What are you made of? And so if you demonstrate at any point that you're looking for approval from the girl, that you're looking for some kind of validation, it's going to get shrugged off right away because they're just filtering through all the guys. They're just looking for the guy that stands his own ground. And so if that's what you're doing, then it's going to be a problem, right? So let me explain why hitting on women is this sub-communication seeking validation. See, what you're doing is when you go up to hit on a girl, so you're going to do it in this obvious way, right? You're going to walk up straight up to her. You're going to make it very clear that you're interested. You're going to say like a pickup line or like, you know, just say something cheesy or whatever, you know, and what you're doing is you're sidestepping the part where you just act normal and you just have basic conversation with the woman where you're being open, it's your real personality, and you're allowing her to experience that and potentially even judge it and potentially even reject you. See, so if you only put up the facade of the hit on you guy, then she doesn't get a chance to see the real you. And so it's easier for you to get rejected because that wasn't the real you. That was, you know, the lame hit on you guy version of you, like the fake confidence version of you. And so it's not real. And also, again, you are sort of giving her a chance to blow you out early, right? Because hitting on women doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. It's too weird. It doesn't feel right to them, okay? So when you do that, you give them the chance to blow you off quickly, which means that you can sort of walk away quick and the whole thing's over. But to give it a real chance, this is the key. To give it the real chance, you have to walk up to the girl, no outcome in your mind, right? You have to be completely independent of outcome, and just walk up to the girl, let whatever it's going to be is going to be, right? So whatever it's going to be is what it's going to be. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever you say, she's going to have her own response to it, and whatever that is has to be okay. And you just keep that vibe going. So you walk up, say hi, you know, whatever, maybe make a funny joke. She doesn't laugh, cool, walk away. If she laughs, cool, then say something else that's stupid, you know. Just add to her day. Just add to her day and just make it, you know, make it, what is it? Then, you know, be real, have a fun conversation, you chat for a little bit. Don't steal all her time if you randomly walk up to her or whatever. And then, you know, you spike the emotions a little bit, maybe tell a joke, then grab the number, and then, you know, that's that. So you're a real person. The proper way to hit on women is to just be a real person. So if you step to a girl with the proper body language, the eye contact, and you're sort of squared up on her, you know, like you're like, you know, standing in front of her, and you're not shy with your voice or anything like that, she knows that you're interested in her, okay? You don't need to, like, say that you're interested in her for her to know. She knows that because you're a man and you've singled her out, you're giving her attention, and because of your body language, you know, maybe there's a small doubt that you're not interested or whatever. Maybe you're just one of those friendly guys, but she fucking knows. She fucking knows. Like, she gets attention all the time, especially if she's hot. She knows that you like her, and you don't even have to fucking say it. Okay, so if that's the case, you leave a little bit of mystery there, and you just walk up, you just talk to her like a normal person, okay? And then after you've had a chance to demonstrate yourself, so you're putting yourself on the line, that's when, at the end of that, the natural conclusion of that conversation, that's when you can, you know, go for the number or whatever. Okay, so hitting on women side skirts that. It sort of totally avoids the trial by fire of your personality, okay? And it's just fucking weird. That's why it's lame, okay? So this is something that I struggled with. Like, I knew that I had to be aggressive, so I was going after women, like, very directly and stuff like that, instead of just, like, being a normal person, just, like, having normal conversation and stuff like that, and realizing that was sufficient. That was sufficient to meet women, to you know, organize a get together, etc. And that's all that you need, and it works way better. So there's confusion around that. I think it's important to clear that up. You know, guys are out there. So once you've crossed over into the space of actually taking action and approaching a lot of women, be it online or in person or whatever, you know, you're like, that's hard. That's hard to cross over into the space of, you know, learning about shit and having it all be theoretical and stuff like that, into the space of actually giving women a chance to reject you. It's hard. So by the time you've done that, you know, I think, you know, you deserve to sort of clear up some of the questions that come along with that space, and this is one of them. So I just wanted to put out a video on this today, and that's really all I got. Hope you all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.